name is Orphan, and this is Ren Firestar. Welcome back to another episode of Interview with a Furry. Hey there!
Hi.
Thank you so much for taking the time for this interview.
No problem.
So, to get us started off, would you mind introducing yourself to our watchers?
Okay, so hi. I'm Jynx. I'm from the UK, 20. I'm pretty awkward at times, but after a while, I can get really silly. So, I'm a gamer and I've been part of the gaming community for 11 years, and the furry fandom for 7 years. I've always been a fan of fantasy-based games, mainly games like Skyrim and the Elder Scrolls series as a whole. I am not entirely a fan of first-person shooters, but I'm a bit iffy with it. I prefer fantasy over anything, because fantasy is best in my opinion.
You gotta kill those dragons.
Oh yeah. You gotta kill those dragons. Definitely.
So what and who is your fursona?
My persona is Jynx. She is a Dutch angel dragon, and I have had Jynx for, as I believe, 5 years. Yes, 5 years I've had Jynx.
Nice. Where did you get your inspiration when making your fursona?
I've always liked dark and pastels together, so the inspiration came from that. She used to be dark with more dark, like black and purple, and I was alright with it at first, but then after a while I slowly changed her design to what she is now. Go on.
Oh, sorry. No, go ahead.
Compared to most Dutch Angel dragons that are non-abyssal, she is dark, and dragon duchies are usually abyssals, but she isn't an abyssal.
Would you mind explaining what an abyssal is for some of our viewers that may not know? And, myself.
Alright. Abyssal Dutch angel dragons are from, the abyss. They are fallen Dutch angel dragons who have been corrupted into an evil and dark realm. I'm not 100% familiar with the lore of the species, but I know the basics.
Okay, cool. Is she your only one, or do you have more?
I have, I believe, 3. I have 3 personas.
How did you find out about the furry life, and what made you want to join?
My friend introduced the furry fandom to me, and I found it different. I've always liked being different, so being a furry fandom inspired me, and I've been furry trash ever since.
You know what they say about furry trash? Make sure the lid's on.
Yeah.
There's just so much furry trash out there. With a capital T.
Yeah.
When did you become a furry?
I believe I became a furry back in 2011, I think. Yes, 2011 I became a furry.
Oh, that's quite a long time.
It is.
How has your experience been since being a part of this fandom?
It's been very well. I've met a lot of friends, and it's been a blast It has been a real blast being in the furry fandom.
Have you ever had any embarrassing moments while being a furry?
I have. I've had one or two.
Is that another one for the trash bin too?
I suppose so.
What is one thing you dislike about the fandom?
The hate. The one thing I don't like about furry fandom is how much hate we get. We get treated as like a load of sex crazed people, which we're not. Not all of us are.
It didn't really help with that one person with the whole necrophiliac going on.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. Jeez.
I didn't even want to like indulge the whole thing. I just heard a tidbit. I'm like, oh, we already got another strike against us.
Yeah.
If you could change something about the fandom, what would that be?
Um, I would personally say more conventions around the world. Because there are conventions in the UK, but there's not many.
It's the same here. There's not even a single furry in my area, to be honest.
Oh, wow.
So I get to rule this whole domain by myself. It's mine. All mine. Let's say you're not at all socially awkward or shy, and you met a total stranger, someone who had never heard of the fandom at all. How would you describe or explain the fandom to them?
Well, I would explain, like, the super basic of it, that we are a group of people that have a high interest in anthropomorphic animals, and explain to them what anthropomorphic animals are.
So, saying like Bugs Bunny and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You see, we were all furries back in those days. We just didn't know it.
Yeah.
I can't remember the female bunny one, but the moment she came on with like Space Jam, boom, half of the male population is a furry. I'm just saying.
I think her name was, like, Lola or something?
Yeah, Lola Bunny.
It started with the L, I know that.
But the moment you saw her on there in that outfit, it's like you just got the half the male population. It's like, I want that.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you had a warning to give to those who are just starting out or haven't joined the fandom yet, what would that be?
I tell them to take it slow on introducing that you're a furry to people, because most people are not entirely comfortable with the fact that people are furries that are into, like, human animal things. So just take it slow, small steps,
What would you say? Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
and make sure you have the SFW filter on if you go onto Fair Affinity.
Oh, God, yes. Or any site.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you how bad I needed that filter the first time. You say furry, and it's like, oh, God, no. Just no.
Same.
What would you say was your best moment or favorite moments have been since being in the fandom?
Um, meeting some of my friends has been really good. Because if it weren't for my friends, I wouldn't be able to develop my personas as much as I did.
How has being a furry changed you at all since before joining the fandom? And if so, how?
It has changed me. Before I joined the fandom, I was very quiet. I wouldn't really talk to many people, but ever since I've been in the furry fandom, I've slowly opened up.
Like a book. No.
Yeah, like a big old book of randomness and hyperness.
If all the colors on the cover didn't warn you, it's too late.
Once you open the book, you've been sucked in.
Exactly. It's like that movie, oh god, what is the name of that movie with those book characters?
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about, right?
it's like right in the back of my brain, and it's like,
It's
I
such an
know
old
that.
movie, but that's like the perfect explanation
Yeah,
for it.
yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be on my mind all day. That's just great. Do you have a fursuit or any parts?
I don't know.
What is your opinion on fursuits?
They're amazing. I love fursuits. They just like bring your character to life, and it just makes it fun
Except for the
and
price.
amazing. Yeah, except the price. Fursuits are so expensive. Sob.
It's like, oh, my dream. Oh, it just got killed.
Yup.
Have you ever gone to any fur cons? And if so, how were they?
I haven't been to any fur cons. I've been to like regular conventions like Comic Con, but that's about it.
You've gotten further than me. I haven't even gone to that yet.
Oof.
It's mostly just the price. You know, it's like, I think $40 to get in for one day.
Oh gosh. Like the one I go to isn't that expensive, so I'm just like, what? I'm just gonna go there. Gives me something to do on the day, like.
And then, of course, when you go in, you gotta have the money for things you're gonna see. I'm like, oh, I want it.
Yeah.
So it's like, you don't even want to go and see you got some pocket change, like a couple hundred.
Yeah.
What is the worst encounter or interaction you've ever had with another furry?
Let me think. I think there's this like one time that my main persona, Jynx, this person was trying to take her from me, saying, "Oh, this is my persona, not yours." And I told them, "No, Jynx is mine." We just ended up in a really big argument, and basically, it cost me my old DeviantArt account because they hacked it and took it down.
Oh, God.
And he said, "No, Jynx is my persona. I've had her for 2 years," which isn't true. Because when I first had Jynx, then for like a year, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, they were trying to steal Jynx, and I'm just like, no, Jynx is my child. You better hack off.
All the petty people.
Yeah, that's why tend to steer clear from DeviantArt and stick to Fur Affinity, because it tends to not be as many art thieves on there, luckily.
For now.
For now, yeah.
In your opinion, why do you think furries and the fandom is so appealing?
They're appealing because it's not often you come across a person who dresses up as a big fluffy dog or a dragon. So it's just really interesting to see these elaborate designs and amazing fursuits. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, so many colors. I don't know what to do.
Which animal do you think is the most overused for a persona and why?
I'd say a wolf because it's kind of generic. To see a wolf OC because it's so overused, and I'm just sitting here like, there's so many other like species in the world, and you just pick a wolf, which is extremely overused, in my opinion.
I've lost where was that? Wait. No, don't get up there. Um, what do you think is a good way to help the community get a better reputation to people who might not understand?
Um, to show that the fandom can be very caring and very open to everyone. Because that's the one thing with us. We may have a bad reputation, but once you get a knowing of the fandom, you realize that they're a very open and loving community. Because it doesn't matter really what you're into, we are completely fine with it.
It's like, hey, join us. We got cookies.
We have all of the cookies and all of the cake.
All the lies. Cake is lies. But it's so good.
Join the fluff.
What is your opinion on the stigma people have about the fandom?
I just tend to ignore the haters. And it's like, you don't like it, heck off. You can't get rid of this fuzzy butt, okay?
The fluff butts, yes. I'm still kind of concerned and confused on how a fursona is considered naked if they're wearing underwear, yet is natural when they're not wearing anything.
Yeah, it's a little confusing.
I mean, it's funny, but it baffles me.
Yeah.
What is it about the furry community that makes you happy?
What makes me happy about it is that furries are very accepting. They also help each other out. Say like you've got something on your mind that's bothering you. Furries come together and help you out, regardless of the situation.
Usually.
Usually, yeah.
Okay, last question. Would you be offended if someone slapped you with a pancake?
Nah, I just nom the pancake.
You can't say no to pancakes.
Oh no, pancakes are good.
Well, I don't know. It depends on a pancake. 'Cause, like, if there's nuts in it, I'm gonna throw it right back.
Oof. You just throw back the pancake, just hear an audible slap noise.
He's like, bitch, no.
Oh, that'd be great.
I kind of want to do that now, but I don't know anyone.
Oof, big oof.
It would just be worth the one pancake going to waste.
It'd just be worth it just to throw a pancake at someone's face.
It's like, this is my house, my town.
That is on my bucket list. To throw a pancake at someone's face.
Or if they're bald, see if it sticks like a beret on their head.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
There you go. Now you got two.
Oh my god.
I'm still waiting for that because, like, I want to make some friends who are at least partly bald and be like, well, I'm just helping cover it up for you. It looks natural this way.
Just slap pancake on the head.
And, you know, if you get the munchies later, take a bite or two, you're like, oh, it's a new style.
Exactly. An edible hat.
Exactly. If it rains, it's going to absorb it for you.
Yeah.
Just, you know, stay away from birds.
Yeah, birds will do an attack.
Especially seagulls.
Oh god, don't remind me about seagulls.
You don't even have to be near the sea. They're everywhere.
Yeah, they are.
Well, awesome. Thank you so much for lending your time for me.
No problem.
I'll have all of their links down in this. Yet another exciting and interesting interview. I really do have fun when recording these, and I do hope that it helps even a little bit. See you next time.